aren't oats supposed to be decent? I mean, it's yes and no. The only reason we planted oats over, say, wheat or barley, because I know somebody's going to ask, is time of year. We could sneak the oats in. We can still plant wheat or barley. But we have, for some reason, chosen to go with oats to make seed. And I don't really know why. Probably just time of year, like planting, you know. We're like, hey, we should plant something to make seed from. Hey, let's do oats, you know. Just because, why not, you know? So... that is why. Both league championship games are tonight. Oh, wow. All right. Sounds like we're firing up all the windows tonight. All the sports tonight, chat. Let's go. Gotta figure out what I'm making for dinner before we get to sports. Because I don't know what I'm doing for dinner tonight. Yep. I will say, chat, Tuesday, we made that ham and bean soup that I talk about way too much. Man, it hit the spot, let me tell you. It was one of those meals that was good for the soul, you know? Casey's Pizza is like nowhere near where I live. 30 minutes away. So probably not going to have that. Hamburger helper. I'd have to go purchase it first and some hamburger. I don't have any ground beef here in the house. Not currently anyway. Probably like maybe a pancake night or something. I don't know. We'll see. There's actually leftover ham and bean soup, but not enough for all of us, so. Yeah. No sports, going home, eating dinner, and going to bed. All right. Sounds like a plan. Of course, GPS is like off by that much on this edge. That's sad. Bad times. But yeah, that ham and bean soup sure was delicious the other day. With some cornbread. And it was yummy. Oh, I got a combine with me. Combine's following me. Let's go. Let's go. Zach, why do you have to say it so sketchy? Oh, man. Recently got into the game. Fun to watch it play? Absolutely. Welcome, welcome. Zach, we can arrange it, yes. Chat, it's not drugs, okay? For those of you out of the loop, I may have built Zach a computer the other day. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, I built Zach a computer, or I assembled a computer for Zach. Take him a Casey's Pizza for dinner. Man, that would be a road trip. Don't forget to use the secret knock. Wow. Wow. Wait, there's a secret knock? I didn't know that. Wait a minute. Oh, set up course play to harvest. All right. Gotta love that. Government sign. Nice. There's nothing wrong with adding money to test mods and stuff. Definitely a good time. Definitely a good time.
You can also always use the
Easy dev tools are a way to do
Yes.
it if you're on PC, I assume.
Yeah.
I doubt console has those, but you never know.
Easy Dev is really good for testing mods because say you got a trailer and you need to figure out, okay, when this thing is full, how is this going to pull or whatnot.
Yeah.
You just go right in and fill your trailer with whatever you want.
Yeah, sure. That's what I just said. Yeah, console does not have that. Console doesn't get any of the fun mods that we do on PC. Let's be honest. You know, like, it's just the long and the short of it. Console doesn't get all the good fun stuff. So easy government subsidy would be a way to still be able to test stuff, and you know.
Is that on console?
Government subsidy? Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
What map is this? This is a modded map called WESTBY, Wisconsin. So it's not one of the in-game stock maps, but it is a mod. Betcha. Okay, how about you just pay attention to driving, not pay attention to stream, okay? I really don't like when people are like in control of a motor vehicle and typing in chat. I'm just saying. It's not something I'm a fan of. So pay attention to the road, please. Would appreciate it. As you keep typing.
You must be on a tractor.
Open field going 2 miles per hour. Still. A field gremlin could jump out and get you. You never know.
Garden gnomes, they're sneaky.
Don't know what you're losing. Don't know who's losing. What? Not on the road. I gotcha. Who's not losing what? Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, a scarecrow could get you. You never know. You never know, right? It could be a thing. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I can harvest forever with this combine, at least on these oats. Just saying.
We'll see how you feel once we hit corn.
When I text and drive, I usually end up in the field too. Yeah, don't text and drive. Don't do it. It's not a laughing matter, but that's funny. English isn't your first language, so you probably wrote that wrong. Okay. All good. Which harvester?
BBear0313 cheered Dex 100. For what it's worth, I always heard that scarecrows are pretty outstanding in their field.
Man, even I took a deep breath on that one. Bear, thanks to the bits.
I swear, I'm gonna start timing people out. It's going to happen.
This is the STS combines that are in the mod hub. John Deere STS. There's different ones in there. You can change basically which one you want. So it's a little bit older. This is like before the S series combines for John Deere. You know, pretty much what it is. So yeah. Oh, you got a joke for us in TeamSpeak? Uh-oh. Ain't got no gas. Ain't got no gas in it. But it's in the mod hub, Polar Bear. Ain't got no gas in it. Alright. Wow, Sean. Wow. Yeah, you gotta watch out for all them. I hear they're in Kansas though, and they're following that yellow brick road. It's kind of weird, man. I don't know. Follow the yellow brick road.
I need to figure out a way to time Sean out in the future.
I think, yeah. Good luck with that.
Okay.
You'll have to hack my account, and then you can get rid of his sword. Follow the yellow brick road.
Hey, FBI agent that's always listening to everything everybody does. You wanna help me out?
Hook a brother up. Oh, goodness. I will say with this combine, and this is our first time harvesting with this upgrade, but Starms did up the unload rate by a lot. So they unload at a decent clip now. We were having some problems with the unload rate before. All he really needs is a Carson. Speaking of Carson, last night I'm in Rust. It's almost midnight. Server's about to restart. But I'm chilling up at the sulfur mine for a little bit, right? Running it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear a random gunshot. And it was, like, close to me, too. And I'm like, hello, I know I live in St. Louis, but, like, come on, you know? And basically what it was Carson was invisible in Rust. And then I was flying down to the stone mine because I had some stuff running down there, too. And Buddy just appears in the front seat of my helicopter. And then he goes away real fast. And I'm down to the stone mine for a few minutes. Then he takes another shot. So then I just like started looking like I just like moved my mouse all crazy around my like desk and just started shooting randomly. It was kind of funny. And then come to find out I had a Snapchat from him where he was filming a video. And in the front of my helicopter, he goes, "Thanks for the ride, bud," or something. I was flying the Mini, Sean. I was flying around the Mini. I didn't get the attack heli out for what I was doing yesterday. I did build some rockets for it, though. I did build some rockets for the attack heli. So
I had bought a transport helicopter.
Yeah, I think it's garbage.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, okay, transport helicopter. Maybe I could put, like, some crates or something in there.
No.
To actually, you know, transport thing. No.
Yeah. No, the problem that we end up having with it a lot of times is, like, you'll put people in the back, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll just randomly fall out.
Huh.
Which really used to be a problem. I guess it wouldn't be as big of a deal now with parachutes, but... yeah. Really used to be an issue. We'll just say that much. But yeah, it was the thing. Yeah, I've tried to use that thing a few different times, and it flies so different too.
And the visibility is dog water.
Yeah, no bueno. Yeah, so no, I'm not a fan of that one. Although I was thinking about purchasing one just to park it in my new like hangar and then just be like, I got all 3 helis. What's up? You know?
You can have mine.
It takes a lot to repair that thing, I believe, like to keep it daily. I believe,
yeah,
anyway.
It took a bit for me earlier because
yeah.
I didn't get into Rust at all yesterday.
Okay.
I ended up losing power at like 3:30.
Oh no.
Power didn't come back on until like 8.
Oh dang.
And my internet didn't come back on until 11:30 last night.
Oh wow. Dang. That's not fun, but you know, breaks are good at the same time, right?
Yeah, I just laid in bed and read my book.
There you go. That's all right. Let's join the cavalry over here. Come on. Come on. Zach, I don't know if Zach's still here. Zach, did you hear me say that there's a guy coming to Pumpkin Day just to look at the tractor? Like, he doesn't care about the rest of it. Apparently, he just wants to come see the tractor in use. I'm totally going to make him, like, drive the tractor, too. Not make,
Might as
but
well.
offer, you know. The hardest part with that tractor is it is not like fun to climb on and off of. That's the whole thing. Like, it's not very convenient to climb on and off of. There is a step I can buy, or we could make a step for like the front that would help. But it's just, it's it's really awkward when you sit, your rear end and your feet are almost level with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really awkward. And then to get back up, and then like the steering wheel's right in front. It's an, you know, it's an awkward tractor to drive. It really is. But it's fine. That's why I make Zach climb on there most of the time, and I don't.
Well, also, people back then were of a much smaller stature.
Yeah, they weren't fat and they were short. Yeah, exactly. That is very true.
That's why, like, Model Ts and Model A's.
They're tiny.
Like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, they're micro machines.
Yep.
You might as well stuff yourself in a smart car.
Yeah, or two in a can, you know? But yeah, no, it's, yeah. And actually, it's really weird. Like, to get on the tractor, a lot of times, I use a step ladder. Like a 6-foot ladder. I'll park it next to the tire. And I'll climb up on there. And then actually step on top of the tire. So usually I like the tractor if it's like locked in gear, obviously not running, you know, so it doesn't roll.
Right.
So. We're still on 3, Mickey, not even 4. Is there TeamSpeak 4 we could go to? I'll add it to the list. I'll look into it. Or pre-release 5, that's fine. I feel like whatever the issue is, they're just not fixing it, and it's just it's awful. And yeah, I don't know how to fix it, so we could look at going to a newer one for sure. My thing, and I'll even say this with the 995 too, though. But like, once I'm on a tractor, I want to stay on the tractor as long as possible. I can't stand. Yeah, TS is TeamSpeak. Yeah, I can't stand like constantly climbing on and off tractors. Like, if we're gonna play shed Tetris, like one person's in charge of like hooking and unhooking, the other person stays on the tractor. Like, that's just the way it is to me. Otherwise, it's just so annoying. You're constantly on and off and on and off and on and off. I know our 995 is not convenient to climb on. It is not a comfortable tractor either. Way off topic. Has anyone seen the new Edison? Yes, I think the Edison truck has potential.
Yeah, they just hauled 100,000 pounds, or was it 120,000?
I saw the other day they pulled 100,000. Yeah, I will say I don't know. The whole like battery thing, like, you know, you do have to look at the ethics of like how we're getting all the stuff for batteries and the recyclability of batteries and stuff, because they're gonna go junk someday. So
yeah, definitely.
You still have to kind of look at that. Like, oh boy, don't get me started. I still don't think that, like, you know, putting batteries and everything is the solution. I don't think that's a long-term solution, because making batteries is very dirty. Recycling batteries is dirty. It's getting cleaner though. It's getting better. Don't get me wrong. There are companies that are able to recycle that stuff now, but I don't know. I do like the idea of the Edison truck. It makes more sense to me than just straight up battery. You know, I really, and he was talking the other day. I follow him on TikTok and I watch all his TikToks. But he was saying the other day that, like, the service truck industry is something they could, like, you know, partner up with a company that makes service trucks. Think about that. You pull up on a job site, you can run welders, air compressors, whatever you need, and it can run off the battery, so your truck can be nice and quiet, and, you know, you can have a safe work environment that way. And I'm like, that's a good idea. You could run the biggest whatever welder you wanted, You could run whatever air compressor you wanted because they got tons of power on that truck. And then he also said for like the snowplow industry, because like you sit in the center of that truck and you'd be able to see both sides of the blade, or like both edges, and it's like that's such a good idea. So that truck definitely has potential, or that company, or that guy has a lot of potential. But I still don't like the idea of like everything's going electric. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'll be honest, not a huge fan. But that's my rant for the day, chat. You're welcome. Thanks for attending my TED Talk. Appreciate it. We have refreshments in the back of the room. All right. Just saying. I mean, basically what they're doing, the basic principle behind it is a lot like the like a locomotive, a train, you know. Just saying. The only thing they're doing is they're adding the battery component in there so the diesel doesn't have to run all the time, like say a train. So I mean, I've always said, why aren't we running like diesel electric hybrid like trucks and stuff, you know, more like a train, you know, where I don't know, it just always kind of seemed like it made sense to me. I don't know. So yeah, hydrogen, right, Bear? Hey, I still think, man, that guy that made his car run on water and then mysteriously dropped dead, man, he was on to something. Wait,
That should be hydrogen based on.
Yeah. No, there was a guy back in the day that literally just took like tap water, right? Poured it in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he mysteriously dropped dead.
Yep.
And allegedly when he was dying, he's like, they did it or something. They killed me. Like, we're getting into conspiracies now, you know? But I'm here for a good conspiracy, so. But yeah. Kind of funny. Gotcha, Wes.
BBear0313 cheered Dex 100. Welcome to Tinfoil Talk Chat.
Tinfoil Talk. Bear, thanks for the bits. Oh, what was one I heard the other day? Oh man, I was telling Dad about this the other day. Oh, it was about Russia. That giant submarine that they made back in the day. The Red October sub.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know, the government was trying, U.S. government was trying to like figure out what the heck they were doing in this giant building, because I guess they could see this giant building on satellites, and they're like, it's the biggest building in Russia, you know. And the people that inherited that car die mysterious. I don't know. They were probably related to the Clintons too, because you know anybody that's around the Clintons, they all die mysteriously too. But anyway, oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, so this submarine, right? When they were building it back in the day, apparently somehow the U.S. government got hooked up with a psychic. And this psychic like went into his meditation allegedly, and he saw everything about this apparently, and he saw like how big it was and all the dimensions and the torpedo tubes and all this stuff, right? Hey, Starnes, there's a fence there, just a little bit askew, yeah. But apparently this dude like saw everything about this sub and like made a big report about it, and, like all this stuff, right? Allegedly, okay? I don't necessarily believe any of this, but alleged. And the government found out that like this information came from a psychic, and they're like, you're full of crap, you know, we're not gonna use any of this information. And Buddy was right, apparently, like to everything. Kind of crazy. The fence just did that tractor dirty, right? Nicky, I want you to pass me, by the way. But yeah, Buddy even knew like the day that they were gonna like launch the thing, and they dug a big canal out to this thing to get like water because there was no water anywhere near this this building and stuff. It's kind of interesting. But apparently this psychic was like spot on with all of it. It's like, I don't know how true it is, but kind of interesting, you know? Kind of interesting. Things that make you go,
Get out of my head.
See, that's where, like, I don't really know if there's any conspiracy theories I actually believe in. Like, 100% I would go to bat and, like, be like, no, this is true. But I'm down to listen, and I find them very entertaining, personally. I really do. I find conspiracies very, very entertaining. So, yeah. Like, did you guys know, and this is not a conspiracy, this is true. Back in the day with Crystal Pepsi, remember Crystal Pepsi was a thing? Okay. You remember it?
Never had it.
I don't think I ever had it either, but I think there's an old bottle of it in my basement somewhere, actually.
They brought it back for a little while there.
Apparently, it was killing Coca-Cola at the time, right? So Coca-Cola came out with a clear Coca-Cola, but they purposely made it taste nasty. It had like no flavor. I don't even know if it had carbonation. And they used their, Coca-Cola Flex, right? And they got it on the shelves right next to Crystal Pepsi. And their hope was that people would buy it and go, oh my God, this is disgusting. Okay? And then people would associate clear soda with Crystal Pepsi, and they would quit buying Crystal Pepsi as well. And they only had it out for a limited time, and like apparently it was a huge, huge, huge flop, this clear Coca-Cola. But it actually worked in the long run. People like started associating that with Crystal Pepsi. Kind of interesting. 2 liter be flat in a day. Gotcha. What about the chemtrails? Oh yeah, chemtrails. Yeah. Oh yeah. I actually saw one yesterday that had a shadow. It looked kind of sick. Like the plane was there, and like it's making a vapor trail, chemtrail, vapor trail, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. And then like it was casting a shadow on like other clouds. It was cool. Yeah. Anything new about space? Oh, there's always stuff about space. I haven't heard any good ones lately about space though. No. Thanks for the follows, y'all. Welcome in. What's poppin'? Coca-Cola did. Wow. Wow. But yeah, kind of interesting, the whole like soda thing back in the day. Kind of cool. Did a service call for somebody who was hardcore into chemtrails. Nice. Very nice. Hold that. So I will joke with Dad. I call them chemtrails on purpose because I think it's funny. Okay. Mm-hmm. So like whenever I'm at the farm and I'll be like, Dad, they're giving us cancer today, and he's like, what? Like, whatever, we'll start laughing. I called it a chemtrail in front of one of my brothers not that long ago, and he looked at me like I had 12 heads. It was pretty funny. He's like, you mean the vapor condensation? I'm like, no, man, that's chems, bro. I did see a TikTok video where this dude was filming a plane, and it's leaving the vapor trail, and then the vapor trail turned off. And I'm like, that's kind of sus, right?
But what kind of plane? Are we talking about like a little carbon cub or something like that? Because a lot of those planes, people put in
No.
essentially a smoke machine.
No. It was a big plane way up high. You know. At the right height for a chemtrail, you know? I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right machine. Your cancer. Oh boy. Interesting. Like I said, I'm always down to listen. I think it's fun to listen to conspiracies and stuff. I really do. You know, it was not fun. It was not a air tractor. It was not a crop duster. No, it was way up high, like, you know, you would normally see a plane. Seen one expand and turn around. They were emptying the poo tank, Kimmy. That's all.
I got the poo on me.
That's the special chem right there when it turns brown. But yeah, I call them chemtrails just because I think it's funny, you know, more than anything else. I just think it's amusing. That's all. Yeah. Oh, the 5G. Oh man, the 5G ones were good. Yeah. 5G was great. Definitely. He would dump stuff. Ew. Oh, that's nasty. 5G gave you COVID. That was one of them. 5G spread COVID. That was one of the rumors for a while, Kimmy. That's like, I don't know about that. If anything, 5G spreads like stupidity, maybe, but I didn't say that. Oh, man. Yeah, kind of funny. And, you know, whenever you start talking conspiracies, you gotta, you know, go to like the alien stuff, right? You know, I definitely think there's aliens out there. We're not alone. And that I actually, yeah.
I think there is a strong possibility for our aliens out there. At the very least, some other living organism, whether they are smart or not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
whether we're smart or not.
Yeah, some people in our own species kind of makes me go, ah.
Yeah. Windmills causing cancer. Yep. 5G towers to put up by. I will say, windmills. I don't think windmills are the answer to life either. For the record. That's just me. Plane flies over, delivers a sub from Subway, and takes out Grandpa. No. I have seen those planes that deliver packages. I forget where that was at. There was a, I think it was a Mark Grober video. Where he went, and it's like these little planes deliver medical supplies. I forget where that was at. Somewhere overseas somewhere. It was really cool. Yeah. Right, Kimmy? Right. Yeah. There's a great story, and I actually saw this the other day, and this is not political. It does involve a political person, but we're not making this political, okay? Keep that in mind, chat. We don't talk politics here. But there's a great clip of former President Bill Clinton. Okay? And I'm not talking about his character or anything, okay? So, like, don't go there. Great clip of him. I think it was on the James Corden show, back when James Corden had a thing. I guess, I don't know if he still does or not. But he was talking about when he became president, he was, like, really fascinated. He's like, what is that Area 51? What is all the information about aliens and stuff? And, like, he put somebody in charge of, like, finding out everything just so he would know, which is pretty awesome, actually. And then he was they went to Hawaii once, him and I guess, you know, Hillary, whatever. They went to Hawaii, and that's where there's a bunch of big telescopes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got to go see the telescopes and all this stuff, and then he got to have like a dinner with all the scientists there from all over the world, you know. And he asked one of them, he's like, do you all ever argue if there's other life out there? And he goes, oh yeah, we have heated arguments, you know, between all the scientists if there's life. And former president asked him, he goes, well, what's the arguments? And the guy goes, well, if it's 85% that there's life out there, or 95% that there's life out there. Everybody's like, yeah, there's life, but is it 85% chance or 95% chance? And I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah, exactly, Kimmy, exactly. You guys see that video of Bigfoot the other day?
No.
It was from some like scenic train ride thing, and there's this Bigfoot looking thing out there on the side of this like hill mountain thing. I think it's just a dude in a suit trolling people on the train, but it looked pretty interesting. It's probably one of the better it was probably one of the better videos of like alleged Bigfoot that I've ever seen. Like not being super grainy and like stuff like that, you know. But it was probably just a dude in a suit. Probably a dude in a suit trolling that train. Which, could you imagine just being that guy and just like, I'm gonna troll this train of people? Like, I think I'd just be laughing the whole time. Just saying. Yeah, it really did. It looked like somebody in a suit trolling. Yeah, it really did. It was funny though. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If Sasquatch was really out there, he'd probably stay hidden. At least a little better than that, right? Kind of interesting, though. You would do that, Mickey? Wow. Dude, it was funny looking, though. It was really funny. I laughed really hard when I saw that video for the first time. Because, of course, everybody's like, oh, it's Bigfoot. Like, is it really, though? You'd be afraid someone would shoot you. See, that's what's interesting. You know, you got all these people that have sworn that they've seen, you know, a Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever. And nobody's ever, like, killed one, you know? Just saying. Try to do the same as the original guy. Yeah, because didn't it come out that, like, after the guy died, didn't his daughter say that, like, hey, my dad was trolling everybody? I think I remember hearing about that. Do I like Rust? Yeah, Rust is fun. We play it. It's a good time.
I'll be right back.
All right. All right. But yeah. The original was debunked. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, yeah. Kind of interesting, though, you know? Kind of interesting. Have to stop worrying about the negatives. Oh. Wow. I do watch football from time to time, yes. If it was real. I don't watch college football, though. I'm always busy on Saturdays. Oh, man. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, you know, I think I'm on board with what Kimmy's saying here. Like, you know, conspiracies are fun to listen to and stuff. But they don't bother me, you know. If I had to pick an NFL team, it would be the Kansas City Swifties, baby. I mean, the Chiefs. Yep. I live in Missouri, so it kind of tracks, you know. But college football, I don't watch college ball. Well, Kimmy's not the one pretending to be Bigfoot, though. Same, Kimmy. I try not to watch the news as much as possible. I did watch it yesterday for the report about the zoo, the elephant at the zoo here in St. Louis. Oh, and the Natalie Holloway thing. How about that yesterday, chat? Holy cow. Finally, he admitted to killing her. Only been going on for 18 years or something now, you know? Crazy. Big news there yesterday. But beyond that, I didn't, yeah. 20, yeah, whatever it was, yeah. About darn time, right? He admitted to it, finally. Finally admitted to it. And he was brought up on charges of, like, extorting money from her parents or something. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. You remember when that happened? Yeah, I do too. Oh yeah. Yep, that was a big deal back when that whole thing went down. That whole thing happened, yeah. Yep, I remember that. Charges murder in another country, yeah. Yep. Piece of garbage. That's all he is.
Who?
The guy that finally admitted yesterday to killing Natalie Holloway. You're on Vandersloot. Remember when that story happened back 20 years ago or whatever?
I have trouble remembering what I did last week. You want me to remember something from 20 years ago?
Lime's out again. Oh, he's almost done though too. Look at that. He's like literally 5 feet from his stop sign. Wow. Well. I don't have a college football team that I like root for. I don't. I stream all day on Saturdays, so I wouldn't have time to watch college football anyway. So I don't watch it. I never really have. I guess it'd be Missouri Tigers, but like I said, I don't follow it, you know? Yeah, I don't follow college ball. Not at all. We're knocking this harvest out here. Much I can tell you. We're getting it done. I just can't wait for corn. It's corn. Should we get the 30-mile-an-hour headers for this, or?
Sure. I won't be able to keep up with you to offload you, but sure.
Fill our combines in no time. That would be something.
That's when you get a plugger combine that holds half a mil.
That holds yes.
Yeah.
That's really what it needs to hold, yeah. You betcha. That would be funny. That would be amusing. Don't start with that corn song. What if I want to?
Got the juice.
Big clumpy knobs. These fields are massive. Yes, we have plowed fields together and made bigger fields. That's what we have done. You betcha. I do not like... I don't play Call of Duty, you know. And I'm not big on seafood, so I don't like, cod the fish, you know. What's up with the 20 questions today, huh? That's the real question here. Feel like I have a spotlight pointing at me and getting like, where were you on the 13th, you know? Like, I don't know. Where was I on the 13th? Probably at home.
Sitting in front of my computer.
It was a Friday night. I was playing Rust with the boys. If nothing else, stream gives me a great alibi, you know? I ever like, you know, anybody's ever like, what were you doing? I'm like, hang on, let me check the, I was playing Farm Sim. Yeah, thanks. Who does number 2 work for? Is that an Austin Powers reference? I don't know. It is. Uh-oh. Why am I nervous? I'm not nervous, King Richard. I'm just saying that, like, Farm Sim would give me a great alibi, you know, or streaming. I don't need an alibi for anything. I'm good. I've not done anything wrong. I've not done anything wrong. I'm a good human being sometimes. About the worst thing I've done recently, I guess you could say, is like I drove a non-licensed vehicle on a public road yesterday, okay? I crossed the street at the farm, the highway. I had to cross it to get to the other side to mow some more grass on a lawnmower. That's the non-licensed vehicle. I crossed the road. Lock me up, chat. Take me to jail. Actually, I crossed the road several times because I cut in circles, blowing away from the, you know, blowing towards the fields. So lock me up, chat. Throw away the key. Come on. What a rebel. Can you pull a baler on the harvesters? Maybe. I don't know. How could you? What a rebel. Oh, no. I did not have a safety triangle on the mower, but it's a bright orange mower, and I was wearing a almost white shirt, so I was very visible. We got him, boys. Moving. I should have put my flashy safety lights on there yesterday. I thought about it, and then I decided that I just wanted to go mow, and I didn't want to take time to set up my flashy safety lights that I have. I have magnetic, like white and, you know, amber, like flashy lights, you know? And the problem is on a zero turn, I'd have to like safety wire them on because like zero turns are kind of rough, you know, kind of bumpy, so I would have to take precautions, and I just didn't feel like doing it yesterday, so I didn't. I just didn't. But I was also mowing on pretty much a straight piece of road. It's pretty well a straight piece of road, and I'm always aware of the vehicles because I can see in each direction. I can see a couple miles. So I'm always aware of where the vehicles are around me. And if I can, I will go and like get as close to the field as possible so I'm nowhere near the road when a vehicle's gonna like pass me. So it's I try to take some safety precautions when I'm out there. That was really fast. But yeah, try to take some safety precautions. And either I wear like pretty much it's a super light gray, like way brighter than this shirt, or I wear like bright orange, like you know, high vis, that kind of stuff. So whenever I'm out there. What type of zero turn do we have? We have a Gravely 660. It's pretty much the biggest, baddest machine that Gravely makes. They make a it's a 660, but with a 72-inch deck, but ours has a 60-inch. But it's the same engine, same chassis. They just put a 72-inch deck under it. Ours has the 60-inch, which technically means we have more power for the 60-inch than you would on a 72. So it'll pretty much mow anything. It will. It's a beast. It is an absolute beast. And the reason we ended up with it was, well, reasons. We got a good deal on it, too, so. Got a really good deal on it. We'll just say that much. Helps when you know the guy that's selling them. We'll just say that much. So, yeah. You bet. It is kind of a fancy mower, yeah. It is. But we got a good deal on it, so if you look it up and you see what the price is, we didn't pay anywhere near that much. Technically, our machine was a demo machine, which once a dealer puts it into the demo like program type stuff, then it instantly becomes like way cheaper. The interesting thing is that particular machine was a demo, but it never actually cut grass. So it was a demo machine that never actually got demoed. Some people may have like driven around a parking lot, but that was it. So, yeah. Boss Jake, what's going on? How you doing today? So, demo machine, but never actually demoed. I was the first person to mow grass with that machine. So, yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool. And I'm pretty much the only one that mows grass with it. Dad doesn't really like it. It's too touchy for him. He's used to the old 23-year-old X-Mark laser that we have. So I'm doing great. Doing great. Yeah, he's used to that thing. I can't stand the old one. After going to the new machine last year, I can't hardly stand to run the old one. I ran it once this year because I just felt like it, but pretty much can't stand to run the old one anymore. I'm spoiled by the new one. Just saying. Yes, it is a fancy machine. It's a very expensive machine. Very nice machine. 37.5 horsepower. It'll mow anything. Although I did bog it down yesterday, actually. The problem yesterday that I had, I was mowing in the ditch out by the farm, in front of the farm. And the way I was mowing and like stuff, the grass wasn't able to discharge because there was tall grass next to me, and like I couldn't discharge the other way because it would have been all over the highway, and motorcyclists don't like that. And so I actually kind of like started to plug up the deck, but you just kind of keep powering through, and you know you'll get through it eventually. And that's exactly what happened, and it was good. We got through it, and now the ditch out in front of the farm looks really good. So, hooray! There is a spot that I mowed yesterday that I don't normally mow. The only reason I did is because Dad mowed it a while back, and I'm like, okay, if Dad can mow it, I can mow it. I kept having to tell myself, this machine's going to slide before it rolls. It'll slide before it'll roll. That machine's really heavy and it's got a good stance on the wheels and stuff, so not really worried about it rolling over, but I just keep telling myself, it'll slide first. It'll always slide first before it rolls. That's the thing about zero turns. They will always slide. How big is the farm? So I talk about the farm a lot. It is not a current working farm. We do not farm. My dad grew up on 180 acres, and he was able to keep 5 acres after my grandpa passed away. So we have a 5-acre chunk that is surrounded by thousands of acres of farmland in the St. Louis area. And we still have like all the buildings that Dad grew up with and stuff. So like the center part of our what we call the big shed was built in 1918. We have an old like 1-car garage that was also built in 1918. And then, you know, we got an old hog shed. We got some grain bins. We got the old combine shed, old pole barn, basically combine shed. We always called it that because that's where Grandpa used to keep the combine. Stuff like that. We grow about 1 acre of pumpkins. A little less than 1 acre of pumpkins, depends on the year. And that's pretty much what we do. We grow pumpkins, we grow asparagus, and just keeping up with buildings and grass and stuff like that. There's always something to be done down there. We have a couple of major projects we need to do, but, you know, nobody wants to do it, you know. So yeah, I'm not a farmer. I wish I was. I play one on the internet though. And then the hope is someday we're gonna have live cameras down there so we can like, you know, when somebody's like, hey, well, how's the farm? I could be like, hang on, let's check. And just go live to the farm. I think that would be super, super fun. So the goal is to set that up at some point. Hasn't happened yet, but I think I'm going to make that a goal for 2024. I'm not really a big, like, goals for your year kind of guy, but I think 2024, that's going to be a goal I would like to accomplish, to establish internet at the farm through one of a couple different ways, and get some 24-hour cameras going, like live streams from the farm. I think it would be kind of fun. Like, we could have watched seed some wheat the other day. Either Monday or Tuesday, they sowed a bunch of wheat down there, so we could have watched that. Like, if it was on Tuesday, and you know, we could have watched. It would have been fun, but maybe next year. Hopefully next year. So yeah, life goals, chat. Life goals. Tornado. Oh my God, Niles. Wow. Wow, Niles. It's a great idea, right? So if we get like weather rolling through the area, like we could just go watch, like, you know, we could watch the pumpkins get hailed out live next year. You never know.
Or if there's a threat of a flood, you can keep an eye on the property to see, is it flooding?
You know,
when it starts flooding, you know, how high it gets, all that kind of stuff too.
I didn't think about that, but I will say we do turn off our electric if we're leaving for a flood. We would turn the electric off completely to the farm. We have a 200 amp disconnect on our main pole storms. We just throw that before we leave. But I would totally, like, because, you know, based on previous floods and previous river levels, we know basically if this river gets to this point, we know roughly how much water that means for the farm, right?
Right.
So, new solar camp, yeah, but like internet and stuff, it's a whole thing. I would need electricity, so when a derecho rolls through. I don't live in Iowa, Niles. Come on now. I mean, we do have those, but like not as much as they do up there, you know. But yeah, so for instance, the farm flooded in 2019. That was our last flood, and we weren't actually sure how much water, because usually it's the other river, not the one that flooded. But like, we would have been safe to leave our power on for that. There's probably a circuit we would have turned off in our main shed, because we have one outlet that's down low, and that was to power oh, that was where we used to plug in the table saw, and that was kind of a low outlet. Everything else is at least 4 feet off the ground at the farm. Most stuff is 6 feet off the ground, like outlets. Yeah, we tend to put everything up as high as possible, because, you know, if you get a flood and it gets your outlets and your switches, you're replacing all that anyway, so you might as well just build it up high so you don't have to replace it, right? Or at least that's the hope anyway. You don't have to replace all that. So in 19, we didn't replace any electrical because none of it went underwater. We only had about a foot of water on the farm, so not a terrible situation. I mean, it was still awful, but like, could have been so much worse. Oh, there's another outlet that's down low too, in that one wall in the shop. But that outlet can be disabled very easily, so. Because you definitely don't want to leave like power on and then like have stuff get flooded. You don't want that, you know, that's not good. Don't want that to happen. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Definitely a whole thing. I didn't realize that's a GPS line. Okay. Over here, free-handed. Solar, I mean, we could do, yeah, solar, like power bank and stuff, but I don't know if I want to incur all of that expense, you know. At first, I would like to ball on a budget and just get this going. And if it becomes something that becomes profitable through like, 24-hour streams or something, then, maybe reinvest that money right back into it. Sure. So, but initially I probably wouldn't do anything like that. I'm kind of torn right now. If I were to do it like tomorrow, like put up cameras and stuff, I'm a little torn if I go like cell network, because we do have great cell service down at the farm as long as you're outside the shed. So I'd have to get like one of those modems and then like a external antenna, so I could mount it to the side of the shed or on the roof or whatever, and aim it at the cell tower if I go with that, or if I go with Starlink, because Starlink is now unlocked for pretty much the entire United States. So without wait list. So welcome in. What's poppin'? So I don't know what I would actually go with at this current moment. Mickey, we can harvest whichever way. You're the lead combine, so you get to pick. How about that? Looks like we're going north-south. All right. Yeah, this field kind of doesn't matter, so. Kind of doesn't matter. Come on. If I can get sell, go sell. Yeah. The only thing with the cell is I'd have to like reboot it because you want like priority listed stuff, Oh.
You may want to go over to the bins and check on them, because the truck did take off.
Okay. Auto drive mod looks like auto drive's awesome.
User joined your channel.
Yeah. Okay, truck did take off, you said? Where'd he go?
Should probably be at the bins by now.
He is stuck somewhere. He's stuck on this. This was not parked like this. Trent, hello. How's it going? All right. Hold on. That truck absolutely wrecked this other bugger. Auto drive is not in the in-game download, no. Auto drive comes from the GitHub. All right, let's make sure this is going to work. Yeah, I think the whole thing about the two internets is like Starlink would be cheaper in the short term, but going cell would be cheaper in the long run. Trent just got you a link in chat. There you go. So, and like I said, we're trying to ball on a budget when it comes to this whole like project, Although apparently my one brother said he would chip in and help me out with it. So it's like, now you got me really curious here, Oh, goodness. All right. Hopefully this dude pulls up here and empties without incident. And he is started his empty, and it might take 3 years. That's okay. It's working. Hooray. But the thing with Starlink is it's just going to keep getting better. At least that's the hope, right? I would hate to invest in like all the stuff I need for the cell side and then like, I mean, I guess cell's going to constantly get better too. Need better equipment. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So yeah. I don't know. What? $2,000 to $3,000 to the receiver. Starlink's not that expensive. It's like $500 for the dish. $2,000 to $3,000. No way. No way. Yes, Mickey. Of course. Definitely. You betcha. We're getting cheaper and better. It's never been that expensive, Starlink. Like from the beginning. Never been a couple $1,000s. It was like $500 for the dish is what it's like always been, I believe. I looked into it the other day, like $700 I could have it right now. That was like with tax and everything. First month and everything. $750, something like that. I could have it all right now if I wanted it. So kind of interesting, you know? Kind of interesting. But I don't know what I'll go with. We will just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see. $713. There you go. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Yep. Oh, Jeff, you just got nice. Very nice. Appreciate the follows. Welcome in, y'all. What's poppin'? See, the whole thing though about the cell to do like the modem and the external antenna, that's still gonna be like it's gonna be like $800-900, I believe. And then it's like then I still have to buy cameras too. But I want something decent camera wise that I can like zoom and control the tilt pan and all that stuff, so. Trent, you guys called it a rain day? Okay. What's rain? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. We got like 4 drops last night. I don't even know if it registered in my gauge. We got so little. I'll have to check when I take my 3 o'clock. I don't think it did. Actually, yeah. Don't think so. Oh, there's a fire truck out yonder there, chat. Nice strat. 354, wow. Now my cup is empty, and that's sad. Very, very sad. And they're running fire truck, ambulance, sounds like all of them. They're booking. Alright, I didn't have my scanner on. I don't know where they're going. Don't know where they're going. Wow. Wow. Alright, we're just gonna keep cutting over here, y'all. With this yield, we can kind of go wherever we want. Just
yeah.
saying. Yeah, I noticed that's why you're over here bailing, huh?
Yep.
When the auger wagon driver has enough time to bail fields. That's a low yield. That's okay though.
Which is surprising how low of yield it is when we, fertilized and limed and all that stuff. But
I felt like it was better in the past. You know what though? We probably do need lime again, right?
everything, dude.
pH is okay after harvest.
I know that grass field was bad.
Yeah. Since it took.
Probably go grab him, put him back.
Since it took like all the lime, yeah. Uh-huh. Horseplay updated yesterday. Gotcha. Maybe I'll update it at some point. Maybe not for a little while. Haven't really had it. We don't really use Courseplay a lot, but haven't really had any issues with it.
We don't use Courseplay a lot.
We don't use it
every time we stream.
I do.
One of us does.
No, I would. How dare you? I would never.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't use it that much.
Yeah, we do. If
Leave
we
it.
had headers for the other two combines, they would have been course played as well.
Levi, if you're interested in joining us, come into our team speak and get to know us off stream. You can find all the information for that in our Discord. You betcha. We are always looking for more farmers, but we need to get to know you off stream first. And actually, chat, little announcement, the Rust server is now that way as well. If anybody wants to play Rust PvE, come in our team so you can get to know us off stream, okay? That's the only way we're letting people on Rust anymore. So yeah. You betcha. Not getting into specifics on that one, but yeah. That's the way it's going to be from now on. So, it's a whole thing. All right. All right, chat. I'm on Windows 11 now on my streaming PC, right? For a while now. For a little bit.
Yep. Yeah.
And you know the very bottom left, the Windows 11 on your taskbar, where the start button should be, but it's not because it's like kind of in the middle, but kind of not because I have a lot of programs open. So
Change that.
okay, well there's that little thing in the bottom left for me where it's like the weather, and then it'll pop up like what the Dow Jones is doing. But every time it moves, I catch it out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, what is moving? Why is something moving? It freaks me out, man. I don't like it. I need to.
I turned that off.
Yeah, I just haven't done it yet. Because I forget about it, and then it moves, and I'm like, gosh, dang it.
Yeah, it's like, if I have the shade pulled up on my bedroom window,
Okay.
it's just at the corner of my eye, so a car will drive past.
Squirrel.
Yep.
Scoot,
Sometimes
it would be nice if people would make it known that, yes. It would be nice. Yes. You can move the Windows 11 start button to be what it's supposed to be. Okay, I need to do that.
Yeah. That was one of the first things I did.
Align it left instead of center. Okay. Well, because like on my stream PC, it's not that big of a deal because it is almost in the center or almost on the left. Because I have, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 programs open right now. So it kind of moves it over because of all those other icons, right? Didn't realize I had so many programs open. 13, chat. Takes a village, you know? Takes a village. And by village, I mean a lot of programs to do what I'm doing right now. That's what I mean by a village. It takes a lot of programs to do all this stuff, chat, clearly. Or at least the way that I do all of this stuff, you know. Not everybody is the same. That's the cool part about it, you know. Plus, 2 of those are farm sim on this, like the server side. 2 of those things that are open are farm sim, so that doesn't help. Didn't allow you to separate. Taskbar buttons. Interesting. This is WESTBY, Wisconsin. Yep, WESTBY, Wisconsin. Shoot. Gotcha, Scoot. Gotcha. All good. Hopefully things are getting better there as well. By the way, with what you're going through and what you got going on. Right. So, chat, I think here's what I'm going to do in a few minutes here. I got to take my break. I'll probably go put my combine over in 4344 on that thing I never use called Courseplay. Right, right, Storms? I would never use that.
Like every day.
Do I watch IRL farmers on YouTube? Yes, because I do. Learned something yesterday. What's that? Clock isn't clickable. You can't click on it on other monitors. You're right. I just tried. It doesn't work. Wait, can you only do that on your main?
Yep.
That's... I don't like that. I didn't realize that was a thing. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? I hate Windows 11 now. Oh, goodness. Growing like a weed. Good. Good. 2-minute warning. All right. Oh, no, they
What
didn't.
is this, Rust? 3-minute server restart.
Dude, it snuck up on me last night because I was like just chilling by myself, not talking to anybody. And I'm like in my house, and all of a sudden it's like server will restart in 3, and I was like, no. So I quickly ran to my safe room and logged out. But that's all right. Don't try to run. Yeah, Boss Jake. What's up? Welcome in. What's poppin', y'all? What's pop? Trent, you're on 10. What do you need to do when your field is withered? That means you need to plant something else, or plow it under, or cultivate, or something. It's dead. Yeah. You have to click on the button or choose. I don't know what you mean by that. I can't see the calendar on each monitor. Farm Sim in general, I've been playing forever, since 13 came out on Xbox originally. This map, we've been on here for over 200 hours now. Yeah, on 10, you can definitely do that. You can click on your calendar or your clock on multiple screens, and you can see your calendar. Because I just did it on the gaming PC, so. But on 11, you can't. I didn't realize you can't. I kind of don't like 11, just because of that. I'm kidding, Jed. It's fine. I'm not that nitpicky. Easy for me to say. I'm not that picky when it comes to stuff, you know? The thing that I don't understand about 11, okay, here we go, chat. Rant on. The thing I don't understand about it is sometimes if you, like, highlight... I highlight video files all the time, and I want to, like, cut them and then paste them somewhere else, right? A different folder, different computer sometimes, different hard drive, whatever, right? I move a lot of video files around, okay? And sometimes when you like right click, highlight right and right click, it'll bring up the new menu, which has like the little scissor symbol and like the little copy symbol, like has the symbols, right?
Yeah.
In some cases, when you right click and you want to copy or cut something, it brings up the old menu where it says copy and cut. Why not be consistent? You know? Why not be consistent?
It's too easy to do, and
yeah. I don't know what you mean by separating taskbar buttons, by the way. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know that one. But why not be consistent with the whole like right click? And then God forbid you want, there's one, I think it's to get some properties. You have to like hit more or something, and then you can click on it. And then it brings up the old menu, and then you can click. That's like, why not just be consistent?
Yeah. It's like if I go to unzip a folder because I want to use 7-zip.
Yep.
So it's like right click, more options.
Yep.
Then 7-zip, and it's just like, make it one.
Right, Sean, you're not wrong. Yeah, and you can post stuff in Discord. Absolutely. Everybody's welcome. All right, chat. We're gonna set this mod up that I never use called Courseplay. I don't ever use this. I'm just basically gonna do endros with it while I go take my break. Pretty much what we're doing here. Okay, so he's gonna go. He's gonna work on this field. Storms. I'll be right back.